Hi Stage Masters. Today I would like to talk about a tip more than a tutorial. Why a tip? Because I think that if you don't use it, you still can perform a fantastic and phenomenal stage performance. But if you use it, it will definitely give you an edge. The topic in itself is about arriving early at the venue. I know that many bands, many performers in general love to arrive as late as possible at the venue just to have the time to do a good sound check and then get on with the show as soon as possible. That's absolutely fine, there's no problem with that at all. Still, if you arrive early at the venue, you will discover that you miss out on two opportunities when you actually don't. So those two opportunities are first about the stage itself. Exploring the area you're going to be performing on. It's really important. For example, if you're the type of action band, you know, that loves to walk around, run on the stage, I don't know, it is good to know what is going to be the area you're going to be able to do that. How much space do you have? Are there any things like structures or boxes on the stage that you want to remove because it will be disturbing your show? Those are good to be checked before, really way before the show. So if there's anything that disturbs you, ask the crew if they can remove it or not. If they can't, maybe they can move it somewhere where it's going to be less disturbing. Some of the bands like to prepare their stage a little bit. For example, I like to see some rock bands when they use a fly case and they put a cloth on it. Then they're going to be later on during the show standing on the fly case to perform a solo. That's a really cool effect. I've even seen rock bands putting two fly case, one on each side of the stage with the cloth on. Then they would go up on stage to perform their solos like a dual type. That's also super cool to see. In another context, if you are performing at a venue where there are several bands performing, you know, some venues sometimes they do an event and there's going to be like 4, 5, maybe 6 bands performing on that day or night. What is cool for you to do is to actually go to those bands prior to even the sound check when they are there and say, try to identify who's playing before you and who's playing after you, because that way you will be able to discuss with them about their gear. What are they going to leave on stage? Is it going to be disturbing you or not? So check with them, see what they will leave behind. Make sure that they place it in an area where it won't disturb you in any way. Or even ask them if they can remove some parts completely. That is also possible sometimes. Of course, if it's a piano or something like that, it may not be possible, but it can maybe be moved somewhere in a different area of the stage where it won't disturb your act. So that's good to see with a band performing prior to you and after you mostly. Also, what you can check with the bands is whether your gear are going to be disturbing them. So see with them the same thing, whether it's placed in the correct way, it won't disturb their show, or if it can be pushed away somewhere. What I like to do is mostly to leave the minimum gear as possible. In general, I will leave my amp and that's it. But I'm not going to try to leave too many things around, and I try to keep it minimal to make sure I won't disturb anyone. But the good thing about talking to those bands and getting to know them and asking them if you disturb them or if they can make sure that it won't disturb you or whatever they leave on stage, is that it can create also good business opportunities. It has happened to me. So you meet guys, you show that you're concerned about them not being disturbed. You show them that you want them to also be concerned about making sure that everything's going to be fine for you. That shows a lot of professionalism. They respect that a lot and they think that you're a cool person or you're a cool band. So don't miss out on that opportunity. It sometimes brings out really, really nice things. Not always. It doesn't mean that you're going to have business opportunities each time you do that, but it can happen and it would be a pity to miss out on that. The second part, which I think is also really important, that's the second opportunity, is to talk to the sound guy. When you arrive really early at the venue, you have the time to meet the sound guy, to make friends with him and to make him understand what you need from him. whether he's good or not, if you show yourself friendly and that you show him how much you will appreciate his cooperation, he's gonna bust his ass for you. He's really gonna do his utmost to help you. That is a guarantee. So I do that nowadays. I do that almost each time when actually the setup allows me to arrive early, and I get to meet great guys. And as I'm a magician, for example, what I like sometimes is to ask a special request to the light guy. So I'm telling him at some point I'm going to do this, and there's going to be an illusion that my harmonica bursts into fire and that the sparkles are coming out, and I want you to dim out the light all around the stage so that it focuses just right on my harmonica to enhance the effect. They always do it, and it looks really cool when that happens. So don't miss out on those opportunities. You may want to give a special effect on the voice of your singer at a special moment. What you should do is to simply print out a set list for the sound guy and or for the light guy or for both, and just tell them, okay, at that song, at that moment, I want you to put that effect on the voice of the singer, or I want you to put that effect on the guitar or on the flute or whatever, anything you want. But I can guarantee you they will be absolutely delighted to help you when you actually show yourself very friendly with them and appreciative of their cooperation. So that's it for today's tip. I'm looking forward to see you on the next video. See you soon. Cheers, guys.